Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't book it on time, so
Yeah, and he invited the people who went to their wedding.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's trying to get in touch with them, right? And that's why
Yeah.
he wants all the information from his mother, and the photos and the phone numbers, and if she has any emails or any other contact information, because he wants to invite all the people from the wedding. He wants them to attend this anniversary. And
Exactly.
yeah, so we finished that part, and we just took a very quick, brief idea about these the four sentences here in blue. So it says here, look at these sentences that Peggy said in the conversation. So this is what Peggy said. Can you read the first sentence here, please? This one.
Um, yeah. We were going to visit Bradley's later that year, but we didn't go for some reason.
Okay. And the second sentence here.
We were going to spend our anniversary in the cottage in Wales. Where we had our honeymoon, but it was already booked.
Okay. Now, we have a few simple questions here. Number one, did Peggy and Tom plan to visit the Bradleys in the first sentence? Tom, of course, is Peggy's husband.
Yeah. Just trying to remember their names. Bradley's.
Here you can just build your answers on just a sentence here, because she said we were going
Yeah,
to visit the
because they
Bradleys.
said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they said they had their anniversary. Maybe they. La la. No.
Okay, but
So
let's
just confused.
don't overthink it here. Just take your cues from only from here, from
Yeah.
this
No, they.
sentence.
Yeah. No, they didn't.
Okay, again, let me start with the first question. Did Peggy and Tom plan to visit the Bradleys? Of course, all of these sentences, the two sentences,
Plan
both
to visit.
plan.
Allah hala نرجع.
Yeah, did they plan to visit?
محمد رسول الله. Yes, they did
Yeah,
plan.
yeah, they did. Yeah, I agree. And did they visit them at the end?
No.
No. Yeah, she said we didn't go for some reason. Did they plan, now the second sentence here, did they plan to spend their anniversary in the cottage in Wales? Here, you can read it again if you need to.
Yes.
Did they plan?
Um.
What did Peggy say here?
Yes.
She
Yeah.
said she was talking about herself and her husband, right? She was saying,
Yeah.
she said, we were going to
We
spend
were
our.
going to spend our anniversary in the cottage in Wales.
Hmm. So did they plan
Yeah.
this or not?
Yes.
So yes. And the last question, are they going to spend their anniversary there?
No,
Okay.
because it was already booked. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that means no. Okay, let's check the next two sentences. Can you read these two sentences, please?
Tom was supposed to book the cottage months ago, but he forgot. I was supposed to call you back, wasn't I? Sorry, Leo. I was out all day.
Okay. So here with number 5, did Tom agree to book the cottage?
Yes.
Okay. How do we know he agreed?
Because he's supposed to book it.
Yeah, he was supposed to do it. So he didn't, I mean, he didn't refuse, right? So
Yeah.
So let's go for a yes there. And did he book it at the end? In the end?
No, because he forgot.
Yeah, so he didn't book it. And here, did Leo expect his mother to call him back? From the second sentence?
Yes.
Yeah. But why do you think so?
Because she missed his call.
And yeah, and what did she say?
When someone misses a call, no, she didn't. She didn't call him back because he was out all day.
Yeah, she didn't call him back. Yeah, correct. All right, so you can see that already. It's we use these. We can tell that we use these two forms. Let me box them for you here just to help a little. So these forms. So we were going to infinitive. Can you see it? This little structure here.
Yeah.
And the one at the bottom
Going
here.
to, yeah.
And the other one was supposed to. Infinitive. Yeah. So you can already
supposed to call.
Yeah, you can already kind of guess how we use this. How do you think we use these two, or when do you think we use them in your opinion?
When we talk about something they should have done it in the past, but they didn't.
Not exactly.
Or something should happen in the past, but didn't.
That's it. We use it for something that should have happened in the past because it was planned. So it should have happened, but it didn't for some reason. It didn't. Right? You get the idea? So when you say we were going to visit, this was the plan. The plan was to visit the Bradleys that year. But in the end, whatever happened, and they didn't visit them. So so this is the idea. It's these two are used, generally speaking, to discuss things or plans in the past which don't actually happen, right? This is the idea. Okay, now let me take you to part B of this question. It says here, fill in the gaps in these rules with was going to or was supposed to. So here we want to, find out what's the difference between these two, even though they're quite similar in a way, but let's see. So can you read the first rule here, please? And then read the second rule, and then you can decide.
Okay, we use something to talk about plans we made in the past which didn't happen or won't happen in the future. We use something to talk about things we agreed to do or other people expect us to do, but we didn't do.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what do you
think? I think the first one is going to.
You're right, yes. And the second one?
And the second one's supposed to.
Yeah, that's right. That's the general idea, correct. Now, in the last part of the question here, it says, which verb form follows these questions? Which one follows the was going and were going? What do we use after that? Alaikum salam.
How
are you?
Good. How about you? How are you today?
Thank you. So far so good.
All right, nice. All right, so Noha, we're just chatting here about how to use was going to and was supposed to. And Brahim just answered the rule here. Can you repeat the rule, please? The two different rules here, Brahim, for Noha.
Okay, we use going to talk about plans we made in the past which didn't happen or won't happen in the future. We use supposed to talk about things we agreed to do or other people expected us to do, but we didn't do.
Yeah. So like this example here, when we say Tom was supposed to book the cottage months ago, but he forgot. So here when we say Tom was supposed to book it, of course, it's something that he said, yes, I'll book it. He agreed. He didn't refuse to do it, but then he forgot. And he didn't book it. Do you get the idea? So it's like, in a way, both I was supposed to or were supposed to and were going to, both of them in a way talk about things we planned or we agreed to do in the past, but for one reason or another, they didn't happen. This is the broad idea. I think you know you're familiar with this grammar rule. I think Noha, right? How to talk about plans which didn't come true or plans which didn't happen. In a way, it's a bit like the opposite of the third conditional, if you think about it, in a weird way.
Mm-hmm.
So in the third conditional, you have something that happened and you wish that it didn't, maybe, or you're talking if it didn't happen, something else would have happened. But here, the plan didn't happen at all, in a kind of way. This is the idea. Of course, there isn't a really big difference between them. I think the only real difference is just with was going or were going to. This is more of an agreement. It was more of a plan, and the other one, it is more of an agreement or an expectation. I think that's the only difference, because if you check the other example here, the one they used for going to, so here when she said we were going to spend our anniversary in the cottage in Wales where we had our honeymoon, but it was already booked. So this is the plan. The plan was to spend the anniversary in the cottage. Of course, this didn't come true. It didn't happen because it was already booked. So that's all we talked about until now, basically, before you signed in. And the last part here, I think this is also not too hard to figure out. It says here, which verb form follows was going to, were going to, and was were supposed to. What do you think, Brian, from these examples? What follows them? What verb form?
Noun, supposed to.
No, I mean what comes after it. The verb form that comes after it.
تمام.
Can you see them in the circle?
Infinitive.
Infinitive, yes, correct. Infinitive with to, of course. But to is part of the rule, so we could just say, it's actually just infinitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is for supposed to, but let's confirm. Let's confirm this from here. Now let's check the going to. Let's see what they use after going to. Can you take a look, Ibrahim, and tell me what's the verb form? Is it the same thing or not?
When?
Here. So the verb form after we're going to, or was, it's the same. Yeah. So the answer for part C.
Yeah, because it's the rule.
Yeah, it's the same. So the answer for part C is it's the same. Let's see if there are any tips worth reading. Let's take a look at them. Is this page 81, 80? All right, so let's take a look and see the summary. Okay, so this is the general meaning. We use was, or were going to talk about plans made in the past and they didn't happen. And was or were supposed to talk about things we agreed to do or things people expect us or expected us to do, but they also didn't happen. Okay, nothing new here. Okay, so we have a few tips here. All right, now you can read the tips here. What do they say?
We often use was, were going to, or was, were supposed to apologize for not doing something. We usually give reason. Sorry, I was going to call you back last night, but I didn't get home until late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the Libyan grammar rule. We should call it the Libyan grammar rule.
Yeah.
Because this is our most commonly used phrase here in Libya. They tell you, sorry, I was going to call you. Sorry, I was going to make it. Sorry, I was going to do it. And then they give you lovely excuses, but, and then the but comes, of course.
Yeah.
All right. So there's a comedian here who said, whenever you hear sentences like this, he said, ignore everything before but, and the truth comes after but. So the whole beginning is just, they're just trying to hypnotize you, but the truth will come after but. All right. So I think it's kind of clear. It's not too complicated, this rule. Weak forms, strong forms, I think we can skip them. All right, we can do number 7. Number 7 is nice. So here, this is it's sort of like a sewing exercise. So we want to sew or tie the sentences together, and this is very similar to some of the reading IELTS exercises, if you remember them. No, we had a number of exercises in reading module which are sort of connecting. Except that the difference there, they give you more endings than you need, so you can't answer by exclusion.
More endings and much complicated and paraphrased and
that's correct. But the basic idea is sort of the same here, but I think this one is more straightforward. All right, so Ibrahim, the idea is basically matching the numbers with the letters, with the endings. So number 1, it says Karen, let's check number 1. Karen has agreed to make a list of possible guests, but she didn't know who to invite. Okay, so let's cross B so we don't read it again. It will make our job easier. All right, so you can start with number 2, right?
Peggy and Tom had planned to call Trevor and Sheila, but they lost their phone number.
Maybe let's put that answer, and then at the end of the exercise we can decide. They lost their phone number. All right, now you can check number 3.
Leo had agreed to try and find the Bradley's address on the internet, but his computer wasn't working.
Maybe, yeah, A could be right. All right, let's cross A. Okay, next one, Brian.
Karen had planned to get her parents a present on Monday, but she couldn't find her credit card.
Okay, let's use it and we'll see that. So she couldn't find her credit card, that's G. All right, next one, huh?
وين اللي خططوا عليه G? Okay.
Yeah, we crossed G.
Leo had decided to buy himself a new suit last week. But he didn't have enough money.
Okay. So it's E. All right. What about number 6?
Karen had expected Leo to get in touch with Jane Lewis, but he lost her phone number.
Okay, C. Okay, so the last one, does it fit? Can you check it?
Leo had expected his parents to go through their old address box, but they couldn't find them.
I think it fits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this means if that's all of them are correct, I think. All right, so it's not too hard, I guess, this exercise, but the idea is just a matching exercise. Okay. Let's check the next part, rewrite the sentences. All right. Okay, now comes the fun part. Okay, this means I need to return the answers. Okay, now, sorry, let me show you what they want first before I return the answers. Okay, so they want us to rewrite these sentences, of course, tied together, but this time we need to use was going to or were supposed to. So in a way, this is a paraphrasing exercise, really. They just want us to paraphrase these sentences. Now that we matched the beginnings to the endings, we need to paraphrase them, but this time and the paraphrase they want is using was, were going to, or was, were supposed to, okay? The general rule, of course, is if it's some kind of agreement, then it's best, or on an expectation, go with was, were supposed to. If it sounds like a plan, go with was, were going to, all right? So now it's a little more interesting. Let me return the answers again. And now it's paraphrasing time. So maybe it's a better idea if I remove the crossing here so you can read them. All right, so Brahim, number 1. First of all, you need to decide, do you want to use was or were going to, or do you want to use was or were supposed to? That's the first thing you need to agree on. What do you want to use from number 1?
Karen had written me as she Karen's supposed to make a list of possible guests, but she didn't know who to invite.
Okay, now the general rule that we just talked about, the one that you answered when Noah just signed in, if you go back to the bottom, can you see the bottom here, the one that you were doing in number 6, part B here? Remember? Remember when you answered was going to, we agreed that was going to is for plan. Yeah, and was supposed to,
okay.
It's better for expectations or, you know. Yeah, that's the idea. And don't forget, you have to use the verb to be. You have to say was or were. You can't just jump to going to or supposed to without using the verb to be. It's part of the form of the rule. Do you get the idea?
Yeah.
All right, so that's why before you sort of paraphrase it, you have to decide what you want to use. Is it supposed to? Was supposed
going to?
Okay, you want to use was or were going to?
Supposed to.
Supposed to?
Keep going to. الجرامر مش supposed to, مش we use supposed to talk about things we agreed to do or other people expected us to do.
Yes, correct. Yes, that's the idea. For agreement
لكن هي المفروض يعني
here.
معناها هو agreed يعني معناها
هي agreed agreed.
Yes, no, is right. Yes.
لا.
Yeah. You're completely right. Yes, because that's the idea. That's what the rule says. That's what we answered. Supposed to is for agreements, and was and were is for plans. Right. So if you feel it's an agreement, you have to go with supposed to. Yeah. And here, because she said agreed to, then it's, I think, your safest choice is supposed to. You just need to add the verb to be now. So Karen okay, go ahead, Ibrahim. You can do number one.
Karen was
yes.
Karen was supposed to.
Yeah. Supposed to what? What was she supposed to do?
Make a list.
Correct. She was supposed to make a list of possible guests, but she didn't know who to invite, right? Do you get the idea, Brian?
The first صح.
الفيرست صح yeah لما انت استعملت supposed to صح yeah. But I just wanted you to make sure why you're using it. We don't want to just guess. All right, now number two. Now, how would you paraphrase number two?
Peggy and Tom were going to call Trevor and Sheila, but they lost their phone number.
Right. Okay, number three, Brain.
Because it's planned.
Yes, exactly. It was a previous
Leo. Leo was supposed to try and find the Bardell's address on the internet, but Bradley's address on the internet, but his computer wasn't working.
Right, that's correct. Yeah. Okay, next one.
Leo was supposed to try and find the لا مش هذه.
You have number 4.
Karen was going to get her parents a present on Monday. But she couldn't find her credit card.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, Brian, number 5.
Leo was going to buy himself a new suit last week, but he didn't have enough money.
Okay. Yeah, a decision is a plan. Yeah. All right, number 6.
Okay. Karen was supposed to get in touch with Jane Lewis, but he lost her phone number.
Who was supposed to get in touch with Jane?
Karen had expected. Oh yeah. Leo was no. Leo was supposed to get in touch.
Right. And who expected him to get in touch?
Lewis.
Correct, yes?
Karen.
Yeah, Karen expected him to get in touch, yeah. So Leo was supposed to get in touch with Jane, but he lost her phone number. Okay, the last one, Brian.
Leo expected. Leo was going to Expected.
Yeah, what do we use for expected?
Going to, I think, because it's a plan.
No, actually with expectations, no, expectations are like agreements. Supposed to.
Yani Leo was supposed to go through his parents' old addresses book, but they couldn't find them.
But who was supposed to go through the address books? Was it Leo or was it his parents?
His parents, يعني Leo's parents supposed to go through their old addresses book.
Yeah, but I think you forgot one
they
little
couldn't
thing.
find them.
Yeah, you're right. So you used the right thing and you used the right subject, which is Leo's parents. But can you complete it now? Leo's parents
were supposed to.
That's it. Leo's parents were supposed to go through their address books, their old address books, but they couldn't find them. That's it. All right, so very nice. That's it. That's all they want in exercise B, is just paraphrasing these sentences using was, were supposed to, or was, were going to. Okay, so I think it's fairly clear now. Visit my aunt, had to. I think we can skip this. It's an additional exercise. Okay. This is nice. So we have describing people. So it's basically going to be an adjective exercise, the first part. Then we have modal verbs, but this time we're going to talk about making deductions. What do you think a deduction means, Brian? When we deduct something, I think deduce is the right verb. Deduction. What does it mean when we make a deduction?
Deduction B. مش عارف.
How would you describe it now, a deduction?
Deduction seems like when you want to something relating to the describing process. I don't know how it related to, but maybe deduction. Maybe I don't know.
Okay, a deduction in reality is actually it's more related to finding out something. So finding out when you want to find out something. So here the idea is we use certain verbs, certain modal verbs to make deductions. So it means when you think something is true, you make a kind of deduction here. Like take a look at these examples. So number one here, for example, he could be picking up people from the station. He could be picking up people. For example, number one. Now, number one, how definite? I mean, if you have to make a deduction, what is the percentage you will give to this person that he or she will end up doing the action? If you say he could be picking up people, or he could be writing the book. What do you think? Are you sure that this is the person who's doing the action, or are you not sure?
Not sure.
Not sure.
Not sure, because could be, it's not a certain verb. right? For deductions. You
Yeah.
can't say this person
Yeah.
100% is going to do it. But what about the second example when you say that can't be her real hair color? How sure are you? How certain
Sure.
are you?
You are sure?
You're quite certain,
Sure.
right? Yeah, you're quite sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about if you say number 10, for example? He must know that speech by now. What do you think? How certain are you that the
Sure.
person? You're pretty certain, right? So this is deduction. Is
Yeah.
it's like a guess. Deducting actually, in a way, it's like guessing, or giving a level of certainty of how sure you think this thing is. If you want to, if whether it's true or not, you're rating it of how likely it is to be true. It's a statistical thing. How the likelihood of something being true, in a way. This is deduction. So it's closer to, what for example Sherlock Holmes would do to solve some case, maybe, or something like that. Okay, but let's start with the sort of easy part of the lesson, which is describing people. But here, of course, we have a few more details to describe people. So it says here, tick the words or phrases you know, and if there are any phrases we don't know, we can check them in the summary. But I think you probably know most of these phrases. Let's check. Okay, Ibrahim, you can start with the ones about hair. Can you read them? The first one, the first
Fair,
set of.
dark, red, blonde, gray, dyed hair.
Okay. And the next
long
group.
shoulder length hair.
Okay, so we're talking about length of hair. Okay, good. What about the next group here?
Straight, curly, wavy hair.
Okay. And the next one, this is how she's wearing her hair, or he's wearing
hair up in a ponytail, going bald.
Okay. And the next one, what is it talking about?
A mustache, a beard, a facial hair.
Okay, facial hair in general, yeah. Now we're going to move to clothes and accessories. Naha, can you read the next set of adjectives?
Stripped, flory, plain tie, dress, shirt.
Okay, so the first ones, yeah. I think you missed a dark suit, a dark jacket, light blue suit. Yeah.
Light blue suit, jacket. Stripped, flory, plain tie, dress, shirt, glasses, lots of jewelry, in her teens, early 20s, mid 30s, late 40s.
So the last one is about age, but this one, how do you pronounce this one?
Which one?
The one with the one I
striped.
Underline. Yeah, that's it. Striped. Yeah, striped is the correct adjective here. Okay, striped. Yeah. So now, if we want to use some of these adjectives to describe the people, I think there's an exercise where we can do this. Look at the picture, take turns to describe the people. All right, let's do this. So here, let's talk about some of these people. So Ibrahim, you can start. Describe one of the people with some of these adjectives. If you need to, I can just scroll down and show you the adjectives if you want. But try to describe one of these people. Don't tell us who you're describing. And if you want to be gender, if you want to be gender neutral, you can say the person is. This way, you don't have to say he or she. Okay. So you'll make guessing a little harder for us.
Okay, without gender.
Yeah. Okay, I have a better idea. Okay, I'll start. I'll give you an example, okay? And then maybe you can model something. Okay, the person.
I'm just choosing.
Okay, I'm going to choose a person. The person has gray curly hair, and the person is wearing a bit of makeup. The person is wearing a long sort of, let me look, a long kind of creamy yellow dress. The person is middle-aged, and the person is also wearing a pearl necklace, and I think, no.
Yes, she's the old lady.
Old lady.
On the left.
Old lady on the left, yeah. All right. Okay, so you can do something similar to that. Describe any person you want. Of course, another description I missed in her dress. If I want to use some of these, I could say she's wearing a plain. I should have used plain. Where is it? Yeah, plain. A plain creamy yellow dress. So plain, it means, yeah, you know, unicolor, just one color. A plain creamy yellow dress and a little bit of jewelry. All right, go ahead, Brian. Choose one person.
كيف انت بدأت
the person
how did you start talking about her?
I started with hair. I said the person has curly gray hair.
Okay. The person has straight hair, gray color.
So straight gray hair.
Has a beard.
Okay. Okay.
Has beard. Wears a tuxedo.
He's wearing a tuxedo. Yeah. Is he wearing a tie?
Yeah, a blue tie maybe.
Tell us a little about the tie. Does it have a pattern? Is it flowery? Is it plain? Is it striped?
It's bold.
Okay, plain. Plain means سادة ما فيها شيء plain. فيهاش ألوان تانية.
Plain. Okay. Yeah, okay, it's plain.
Number 7.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Okay, Naha, you can choose a person. Any person you want. Tell us about this person.
Okay. A person has wavy blonde hair.
Okay.
It's maybe shoulder length.
Okay. So.
And wears and is wearing purple flowery dress.
Okay.
Also has a brown.
She's
holding a brown handbag.
She's the one on the top, right? The blonde woman talking with the man.
Is that right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So this is just a, it's a quick warm up just to, because the topic of describing people, this is from elementary. Yeah. The guy?
في رجل على اليمين. Yeah, the old man. He looks like an Egyptian actor.
Yeah, the one who died. I think the Fishawi, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, he does look a bit like him, yes. Yeah, you're right, he does. All right, okay. So you can see the exercise is not it's not hard, but the idea, they're just adding more details. Each level, they give you more, they want your vocabulary to be a little more interesting, that's all. So we did a little bit of description as a warm-up, but now let's jump to the listening part. So it says here, listen and match these names to people number 1 to 7 in the picture. Where's Peggy's husband, Tom? Okay, Ibrahim. So I think this is the part 2 of the story of the anniversary. Remember, it seems that her son, Peggy's son, was successful in getting all the guests from the wedding. So I think this is based on this. Remember, this is the wedding. And the photo we are talking about now, this seems to be the anniversary. All right. Okay, so let's do the listening. Let's jump to the listening. So this means we're going to try to name the people 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And these are the names. We have Peggy, Brenda, Jane, Derek, Nick, Trevor, and Sheila. Okay, so these are the people. So we're going to find out, of course, depending on the description we'll get from the listening. So let's just jump to the listening. This is track 3.
I know who's Trevor.
You know who's Trevor already? Okay.
Yeah, he's
which number? Which number is he?
No, I think number 1. Yeah, he's number 1.
He's number 1? Yeah, he's the same in the old picture, right? And he still has the same. He still has the same ugly hair.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and the mustache.
The spaghetti hair and the horrible mustache, and that didn't change
exactly.
even after 30 years.
يسموه going.
Yes, no.
لا. الهير هذا
It's weird how his wife didn't talk to him.
You can
bald هذا.
No, going bald is someone who loses his hair. But I think Trevor, he hasn't lost his hair. Yeah, I think he's allergic to combs, maybe.
Yeah, هذا going bald حتى هو يعني something هيك.
You think? But it's the same. He
خليه
has.
زي ما هو. غير هو
No.
قصير بس.
I think he has the same. It's the same horrible hairdo from his older days. So it didn't change. Yeah. Anyways, let's find out. So, but I agree. I think you're right, Ibrahim. He is the same person. He's Trevor. But let's.
Yeah,
listen.
I knew. And 7, he's Derek. But Tom, I didn't know who is.
7 is Derek. Yeah, he also looks familiar, right?
Yeah, his smile.
Yeah, his smile. Let's compare him to the previous photo. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same smile. Maybe without a beard, but now he has a beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's listen. So which track is this? Track 3. Track 3. Let's go to track 3. Let's find out.
Track 3.
You look lovely with your hair up, Mum. And I love that red dress.
Oh, thank you, Karen. Have you seen your father?
Not for a while, no. Anyway, how are you feeling?
A bit nervous, actually. And where's Leo?
I'm not sure. He could be picking people up from the station.
Oh, right.
Who's that, Mum? The woman in the flowery skirt with wavy hair and glasses.
That's Brenda Bradley. She was my bridesmaid.
Oh, that's right. That can't be her real hair colour, though, can it? It looks dyed to me.
Yes, I think it is. She used to be fair, I think. She must be going grey.
And who's the woman with the blonde hair in the blue suit? Is that Jane Lewis?
Yes, it might be. Hang on, she spotted us. Peggy! Gosh, it must be, 15 years since I last saw you. Hi, Jane. You look fantastic. Thank you, you too. Where's Tom? Good question. He must be talking to some guests in the other room. So, anyway, what are you doing these days?
Karen.
Ah, there you are. Have you seen Dad?
No, why?
Mum's looking for him.
Well, he must be around somewhere. He may want to be on his own for a bit. You know, it's a big thing, this party.
Yes, maybe. Hey, who's that?
Who?
Him. The guy in the dark suit with curly hair and the moustache. It could be the guy that moved to New York. What's his name? Derek something?
No, that isn't Derek Bradley. He's the tall guy over there, the one in the grey suit.
With the beard?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And that's his son Nick next to him, with the flowery tie and glasses.
Look, the man with the curly hair is coming over.
Hi, you must be Peggy's daughter.
Yes, that's right. I'm Karen. Hi. And this is my brother, Leo.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Trevor Jones. Thanks very much for inviting us. It's a wonderful party.
Glad you're having a good time.
Have you met my wife, Sheila?
No, not yet.
She's over there, the one with red hair in the dark brown dress. We first met at your parents' wedding, you know.
Haven't you found him yet, Mum?
No, I haven't.
Maybe he's having a secret cigarette somewhere.
Oh, don't be silly. He can't be having a cigarette. He stopped smoking months ago. Ah, Leo, there you are. Where's your father? He should be here talking to the guests.
Well, he might be in the bathroom.
Yes, perhaps. Go and check, will you, Leo?
Sure, won't be a minute. Yes, he's in there. He's practicing his speech in front of the mirror. He says he'll be out in a few minutes.
Oh, honestly, he must know that speech by now. We spent hours going over it last night. Go and get him, will you? I'm going back to join the party.
Sure. I'm glad we only have to do this every 25 years.
Okay. So everybody's here. They managed to invite everybody from the wedding, I think. Okay, let's find out. So, number one, he is Trevor, just like you said. Yeah, you're right about it. And Peggy, we already know Peggy is number 2.
Yeah,
so,
2.
So Trevor is number 1.
Jane is number 3.
Which number is Jane?
3.
3?
Yeah.
So Jane is number 3. Yeah. Correct. The business suit, the blue business suit.
And Sheila's number... How do you go? Sheila's number...
Yeah, 5
Yeah,
is
5.
correct. Yeah, because you said she's wearing the plain brown dress, I think. Right. Okay. What about Brenda? Where's Brenda?
Derek is number 7.
Derek is
Brenda
number 7.
4.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Brenda number 4.
Brenda 4.
Nick number 6.
Yes. Nick is the new character, actually, because he wasn't born in the first wedding.
Yeah.
So Nick is number 6. He wasn't there in the wedding, but the wedding was 25 years ago. So, okay, so that's Nick. And of course, Derek is his father. Derek was he the bridesmaid? The best man. I think he was the best man in the wedding. Derek is 7. All right, so we found out who everyone is. Okay, now I think we can guess who said this, but we can of course listen again to confirm. But let's try to guess before we listen again. So we have only 3 people who were speaking in the whole. Not only 3 people, but I mean these are the main people who were the main characters. Let's call them. So we have Peggy, Karen, or Leo. Peggy is the mother, of course, and Karen and Leo are her kids. So we want to decide who said what. Number one, of course, Karen said this. He could be picking up people from the station. That can't be her real hair color. Who said this? Was it Peggy, Karen, or Leo?
Okay.
Who said this?
I think she was Karen لأنها قالت هو Peggy.
Yeah, she's talking with his mom.
Yeah, so you think
Peggy,
Karen?
mom.
Peggy or Karen? Naha, what do you think?
They were talking to each other.
It was Peggy.
Okay. All right. What about number three?
اللي قالت الكبيرة هي اللي قالت إنه هو بدأ ولي أبيض يعني هذا مش لون شعره إنه هو getting
maybe she's yeah she did talk about that. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe,
what
I think it was Peggy.
Okay.
Peggy.
And the third one, he must be talking to some guests in the other room.
The mother said that.
The mother? Okay.
Oh no. Must be talking to some guests in the other room. No, البنت هي كارين ولا?
Yes, the daughter is Karen, yes.
هما الأم.
The mother is Peggy,
yeah, so Karen
and the son is Leo.
Where's your father?
All right.
Okay, it's Karen. I think
okay.
It's Karen.
And what about number 4? He may want to be on his own for a bit. Who do you think said this?
Can't remember.
Brian? What do you think?
Not sure, actually.
Okay. What about number 5? It could be the guy that moved to New York.
شو اسمها البنت؟
Karen?
Karen.
Yeah. All right. No, that isn't Derek Bradley.
Leo.
Leo?
Leo, yeah. Because Karen was her brother.
Yeah.
It was a man.
Okay. He can't be having a cigarette.
A mother.
The mother? What does it mean when someone says he can't be having a cigarette? Does that mean that he's not allowed? That he's not allowed to have a cigarette? Yeah. When someone says he can't be having a cigarette, does this mean the person she's talking about?
No.
He's not allowed.
He left smoking or he gave up on smoking. Give up smoking or
okay, but can you paraphrase this into another, simpler sentence?
He gave up smoking, or he has given up smoking.
Yeah,
since a while.
Correct, so, but that was the response, right? To the sentence, not a paraphrase. A paraphrase of the sentence itself. But let's say if you want to paraphrase the sentence on its own, how would you paraphrase it in a simpler, maybe straightforward way?
He can't be having a cigarette. معناها أنت بتقول بالعربي نعرفها بالإنجليزي.
Okay, say it in Arabic. Let's see if you got it right.
He's not smoking.
Yes. That's it,
مش بالعربي he's not smoking معناها.
He's not smoking.
لا هو ما يدخنش. مش هو كان واحد يدخن معناها هو.
Yeah, he can't be having a cigarette.
هو ما يدخنش يعني.
Exactly. Yeah, so you can say he's not smoking, or you can say it's impossible that he is smoking, or it's very unlikely that he's smoking, right? This can't be. It's also showing the opinion of the speaker. مستحيلة مش هو اللي دخن, right? كان بالليبي مديره مش هو كده حد تاني, right?
أيوة.
So but it doesn't it's not related to permission. It's not related to he's not allowed to. Of course he's allowed to. He's an adult. If he wants to, he can. But this is what we're trying to say. So actually, the Peggy, the one who's speaking, she's giving a kind of deduction, right? She's trying to. It's a bit like a guess. She can't know for sure, but she already has a strong opinion. ما يديراش مستحيل. تو ماليش قلبك كيف أنبطل الدخان, right? It's a bit like this. This is a deduction. All right, now number 8. Who do you think said this? He might
Leo.
be the bad. Leo. Okay. Number 9. He's practicing his speech in front of the mirror.
Leo.
Okay.
Leo, yeah.
Yeah. And the last one, who said this?
Peggy.
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 All right. I don't think it's very important we check who said it.
معناها number 4 Karen. Number
4, you think it's Karen?
Making an excuse for her father's absence. Yeah. He may want to be on his own.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, it's most likely to.
Do you want to listen again to confirm, or should we just move on? It's up to you. What do you want to? What do you want now?
Let's confirm it because
let's confirm it.
Felt it.
Yeah. All right. Let's listen again to confirm.
Track 3.
You look lovely with your hair up, Mum. And I love that red dress.
Oh, thank you, Karen. Have you seen your father?
Not for a while, no. Anyway, how are you feeling?
A bit nervous, actually. And where's Leo?
I'm not sure. He could be picking people up from the station.
Oh, right.
Who's that, Mum? The woman in the flowery skirt with wavy hair and glasses.
That's Brenda Bradley. She was my bridesmaid.
Oh, that's right. That can't be her real hair colour, though, can it? It looks dyed to me.
Yes, I think it is. She used to be fair, I think. She must be going grey.
And who's the woman with the blonde hair in the blue suit? Is that Jane Lewis?
Yes, it might be. Hang on, she spotted us. Peggy! Gosh, it must be, 15 years since I last saw you. Hi, Jane. You look fantastic. Thank you. You too. Where's Tom? Good question. He must be talking to some guests in the other room. So, anyway, what are you doing these days?
Okay.
Karen.
Ah, there you are. Have you seen Dad?
All right. So, who said these 2 sentences? That can't be
number
her
2
real color.
was Karen.
Yeah, Karen. Yeah, correct. And he must be
3 Peggy.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, it's in reverse. So Karen and Peggy.
Yeah.
All right, good. Okay. All right, let's listen. Let's go a little bit back.
Karen.
Ah, there you are. Have you seen Dad?
No, why?
Mum's looking for him.
Well, he must be around somewhere. He may want to be on his own for a bit. You know, it's a big thing, this party.
Yes, maybe. Hey, who's that?
Who?
Him. The guy in the dark suit with curly hair and the
Hello,
mustache.
تسمع حاجة.
It could be the guy that moved to New York. What's his name?
Can you
Derek
hear?
something?
No.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me?
No.
No, I'm here.
عنده هو مشكلة.
I can hear you. Hello, can you hear me?
أيوة.
Yeah.
All right.
To be.
Let me take you back. So which ones are talking about a state
Okay.
and something happening now?
Happening now. زي مثلا he could be picking people up from the station.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So this is something happening now.
Stay.
Where is the?
Yeah.
Let me check.
مثلا he must be talking to someone guests in the other room. حتى هذا happening now.
Okay.
He may want to be on his own state.
Okay. Yes, because we have want.
Yeah. He could be the guy that moved to New York State ممكن.
Okay.
هو الverb be عادة state ولا؟
Yes, you're right. It's a state verb.
Yeah.
It's
State
not
verb.
an action verb.
Could be. Yeah. Must be. Could be. هذوما إلا اللي فيهم ing هذوما زي مثلا can't be having a cigarette.
Yeah, this is happening now.
Writing.
He can't be having a cigarette. Okay. All right. I think which sentences What about the sentences without modal verbs?
Must know state verb حتى هي.
Correct. No is a state verb. Yeah, classical state verb.
Yeah.
Ibrahim, do you know what a state verb is?
مش متأكد.
All right.
خاطم عليا.
Okay, so a state verb is like the opposite of an action verb. So because the easiest way to tell a state verb is حط لها ing. في أفعال كده تحط لها ing ماش they don't make sense anymore. Like no. Usually do you say I know? Do you say I know Ahmed, or do you say I'm knowing Ahmed?
I know Ahmed.
I know, right? ما تجيش I'm knowing. So if you can't put ing, then this means it's a state verb. Do you get the idea? طبعا هذه مش طريقة صحيحة 100%, لكن think of it as a rule of thumb, يعني ممكن من الطرق اللي تساعد يعني. Do you get the idea? So state verbs are things which are related to abstract ideas or maybe identity or opinion. So verbs like verb to be, know, think, فيني يمشوا في الزوز طبعا، لكن ندوي لك هما يعني عادة يمشوا state verb أكثر، واللي هم الأفعال العادية اللي هي picking, going, drinking, sleeping, swimming, practicing, yeah. هذول كلهم يعتبروا اللي هم activity verbs ولا هم شو يسموا فيهم state وشو تاني؟ state و activity, right? No? Yeah, state and activity. So this is the only difference, Ibrahim. اللي ما يمشوش مع ال ing هم نسميهم state verbs. يعني يمشوا مع الحالات أكثر. That's the general idea. So all they wanted here in question D, part D, is they just wanted which sentences talk about states and which sentences talk about things happening right now. And just like Noah said, all the ones which have ing, picking, talking, having, he can't be having I think also, practicing, all of these are things happening now, but the other ones are states, like that can't be, he may want, it could be, he might be, he must know. These are states. All right. Okay, let's check here. This one in part E. Okay, this is yours, Ibrahim. So in part E, it says complete these rules with verb plus ing or infinitive. So, okay, go ahead, Ibrahim. Read this one.
To make discussions about states,
deductions.
We use modal verb plus deductions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to make deductions about states, we use modal verb plus. So one of the answers, you either use verb plus ing or infinitive. Of course, to answer this, don't guess. Guessing isn't always good in grammar. Let's go back to the examples. Take a look at the examples. It'll be a lot easier. So here, pick any example you want, any sentence you want, which you think is about a state. not an action happening right now. حاجة اللي هي تعبر عن state active. Which one talks about states?
It could be 5 مثلا.
Number 5. Yes, it could be the guy. Okay, I agree. This is a state. This is a sentence with a state, right? So what did you use after could?
Yeah.
طبعا المودal verb كان could. شنو جاي بعدها? What's the thing after could? Let me take you back. Could be.
Infinitive.
Yes, there you are. So this means. Okay, sorry, there's a little disconnection. Can you hear me now?
Hey.
Yes.
Okay. So so we used infinitive in the one with the state, and this means, of course, the other one you will use infinitive, and the other one you will use verb plus ing, right? And here verb plus ing, verb plus. And can you find an example where we used modal verb plus be plus ing? Let me take you back, and I want you to show me here.
The first one, he could be picking.
You're right. That's it.
لا they add.
لا صح كلام.
Not subtraction.
No, that's it. This is a deduction about something happening now, right? فاستعمل modal verb اللي هي could. So he. So خليك نكتب الexample كلها. He could be. He could be picking him up. Picking him up, or picking up, whatever, right? So he is the subject. Modal verb اللي هي could. وعندنا be, and then we have picking اللي هي verb plus ing, right?
Okay.
Yeah, of course. Can you read the tip? This tip, Noha read it last time from the summary, but I'd like you to read it again. It's quite important. Can you read this one, please, Ibrahim?
We don't use can or mustn't to make this dictations.
Deductions.
It could be him. Deductions, Eva. It could be him, not I can be him. He can't be a millionaire, not he mustn't be a millionaire.
Okay, so what they're saying is you cannot use can زي ما هي هيك بالpositive or mustn't. ما يمشيش حالا في الاستنتاجات. لاحظوا هذول الزوز الوحيدات ما استعملناهمش. قال لك لو تبي تستعمل possibility don't use can, just use could. Like he could be picking him up, or he could be late, right? So we can use could. ما فيش مشكلة. First of all, remember that deductions معناها استنتاجات. All right? This is very important. You need to know what deductions mean.
تمام.
Yeah. So for deductions, Ibrahim, you cannot use can and you cannot use mustn't. تقدر تستعمل عكسهم اللي هي can't and must. Do you get the idea? So it could be him. So if you see someone in the dark, and maybe your friend asks you, is that your neighbor? And you can't really see him very well. So you say, it could be my neighbor. I'm not sure. It could be him. Because he's too far away, and it's a bit dark. You're not really sure if it's him or not. So you can say, it could be him.
Yeah.
But don't say it can be him. You get the idea? Say it could be him. And for example, if you meet a friend who you know is poor, and someone says, "Oh, Ahmed is a millionaire," but you kind of not know, but you strongly believe that he's not a millionaire. So you can say, "He can't be a millionaire. He doesn't even have a car. He can't be a millionaire." Do you get the idea? You cannot say he mustn't. ما تمشيش بتركبش. This is the only thing the tip is saying. Okay, so today's lesson is a little juicy. It's a bit fat. I would strongly advise you to do the workbook, but I think before we close our lesson, let's skip the listening for now. I'd like you to do number 5 as a nice exercise here. So here they want you to choose the correct modal verb, but this of course depends on the overall meaning of the sentence. So there's a little bit of comprehension and a little bit of paying attention. I think you need to do before your answer. So here all we need to do is just choose the right modal verb or the suitable one for the example. All right, now would you like to start please with number 1?
That woman could be mom's cousin, but I'm not sure.
Okay, the answer is correct, but why did you choose could?
Because I'm not sure.
That's it. All right, good. Number 2, Ibrahim.
Uncle Ian isn't here yet. He may be working late.
Correct. Why did you choose may?
Because he's not sure.
Correct. He didn't say he's not sure, but it makes sense. ما تمشيش, he can't be working late, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, now number 3, Naha.
Nick can't be married yet. He's only 17.
Good. All right, number 4, Ibrahim.
Jane must Jane must have dyed hair. In the wedding photo, she had dark hair.
Right. All right, number 5.
Me?
Yes, Naha.
Sheila might want to leave soon. She looks a bit bored.
Good. Number 6, Ibrahim.
Derek's just arrived from New York. He must be feeling very tired.
Good. Number 7, Naha.
You can't be hungry, Dad. You have just finished eating.
Yes. So she has a fat father here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last one, Ibrahim.
Trevor. He could be in the restaurant or he may be in the garden.
Let me check. Trevor could be in the restaurant. Trevor must be. Or him. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Now, why did you choose those? You're right, Brian. The answer is correct. But why did you choose them?
Yeah, because it's
there's one word which gives you which sort of gives you the clue here. Just one little tiny word. They
are searching maybe for him and they're saying
or yeah.
ليه؟
الأور هي اللي لبزت على الكانت ولبزت على المست.
They're searching for him maybe.
Yeah, because or it shows a person who's not sure. If a person is giving you an option, he's not sure of his first option. There's an interesting writer. He once said, if anybody is telling you a truth and he uses more than one proof, it's not true. Do you get the idea? There's no need to use more than. Of course, he's just exaggerating, the writer, but you get the point. Or if someone says or, you can already be sure that he's not confident of his first option. That's why could and may are much better, because they show possibility. They show the person is not really sure of what he's saying. Okay. So that's all. That's all I think for tonight. Next lesson, I think we can do a little more about this, more of this, because we have another exercise. But like I said, I strongly recommend you take a look at the workbook, because the lesson is not hard, but it can be a little tricky, that's all. So a little bit of exercises and you'll feel confident of how to use modal verbs for deductions, okay? All right, so I'll see you next time. Have a good night, and see you soon. Okay?
Sorry.
Okay then. Bye-bye.
Bye. Good
Bye.
night.
Good night.